When we look at struggling neighborhoods, it is incredibly easy to only see the cracks. The traditional approach operates on a deficit mindset, scanning a map to tally up exactly what is missing, broken, or underfunded. But constantly auditing a community's flaws creates an unintended trap. It builds a narrative of helplessness. When a neighborhood is defined entirely by its problems, progress stalls because the community is conditioned to wait for external funding and outside saviors to fix things. There is a different approach. It's called asset-based development. Instead of cataloging the missing pieces, this model maps the resources already on the ground. It looks for the proven leaders, the local skills, the informal networks, and physical spaces that already exist. True neighborhood transformation rarely comes from dropping a massive external fix onto an area. It happens when you identify the isolated pockets of local potential and wire them together. This graphic illustrates the Love Cities framework, mapping out what a successful asset-based transformation actually builds toward. It organizes a healthy community into 5 distinct pillars. The first 3 form the bedrock of civic identity. You need narrative development to tell a positive, shared story about the area, place development to restore physical environments, and social development to ensure the community members themselves are supported and healthy. Once that foundation is solid, the final 2 pillars act as the growth engines for the future. Skills development to prepare the workforce, and economic development to create tangible local jobs and entrepreneurial opportunities. Activating all 5 pillars utilizes the resources already on the ground, reorganizing existing tools into a strategy that puts them to work. This animation demonstrates the 4D methodology. It is the specific operational framework used to take the abstract idea of collaboration and organize it into a repeatable, step-by-step process. It starts with discover and dream. These initial steps are all about finding the hidden talent embedded in the neighborhood and working directly with residents to outline a realistic vision for a thriving youth population. And then comes the heavy lifting, design and do. This is where informal conversations solidify into formal, committed partnerships, and community members transition from planning a project to actually breaking ground and executing it. By systematically moving through these 4 phases, a community can capture its localized goodwill and structure it into a measurable, scalable engine for real impact. This map illustrates the Love uMngeni and Love Muldersdrift partnership. The green column highlights uMngeni's tools, the Social Employment Fund, and Greenlight. The blue column shows Muldersdrift's innovation, the School Shoe Initiative, Boxing for a Change, and a Plastic to Fuel program. Communities achieve rapid scale through this shared symbiotic ecosystem. By sharing proven systems and specialized programs, no one has to waste time reinventing a solution that another city has already perfected. Once a local community organizes its assets and establishes these strong internal partnerships, it becomes highly visible and accessible. It gains the structural capacity to plug into much larger national networks. Because the local ecosystem is already mapped and structured, major external players, like corporate sponsors and national research institutions, can efficiently deploy their resources without getting bogged down in logistical guesswork. This column of the partnership map highlights these strategic alliances. National organizations like Harambee and SA Youth are able to tap directly into the local Love Cities network, mapping newly skilled local talent straight into broader employment pathways. This structural alignment creates a powerful multiplier effect. It elevates isolated community projects and links them together to form a unified, fully resourced national movement. Looking at the bottom of the diagram, the real-world outcomes of this multiplied network become clear. By pooling these resources, we see distinct, measurable results. More young people actively equipped for the future, and a sustainable local economy driven by job creation and entrepreneurship. Beyond the completion of individual projects, this model leaves behind a permanent infrastructure, a connected, self-sustaining network of leaders and citizens equipped to collaborate indefinitely. By identifying the skills and passions already present on the ground and deliberately connecting them to organizations that can amplify their reach, isolated potential turns into reality. It proves that communities achieve more when they act as one.